everyone, welcome to Vedgecation. I am your favorite host, Leia.
And I'm her side piece, sidekick, Britt. You are watching Vedgecation.
What are we talking about today, Brittany Jones?
We want to talk about how do you get your family to be more plant curious? How do you get them to be more interested in eating more vegetables, more plants, more fruits? Basically, how do you slide in more plant-based, vegan, flexitarian humans into the world?
Well, I think the first thing is, and you guys, I need you to like zoom in real close here and hear me.
Okay.
Don't make food, okay? Because no one wants to eat food. So if you're trying to convince someone to eat more plant-based food, if you're a bad cook, you better invite someone else over who's not, who can actually make food that tastes good.
Step one, make sure your food tastes good.
Yes. It sounds so simple. When I started my journey of going to plant-based, I ate the worst plant-based foods. But that's okay for people who are transitioning over. Like, they have to have a jump point. Otherwise, you don't stand a chance. You can't just throw them into a potato field with no seasoning and hope that they flourish and turn into a spud. You know what I mean? Reaching out to people who have been plant-based for a really long time can be very helpful. And eating dinner at their house, because then you're going to know if their food's actually good.
That's true.
Yeah.
You can learn some tips and tricks.
And again, it's not about convincing. Even if someone is eating meat with their meal and you can get them to eat a plant-focused side dish, is a win.
Yeah.
It's a journey, y'all. It's not about the sprint.
So we've been talking about ways to get people more plant curious, tips to help them to kind of transition, ease into this lifestyle. And what we thought we would do, transition into eat this, not that.
My favorite topic, because I'm hungry.
Always. So maybe we can think about some different recipes, snacks, things that we like to eat that if someone is coming from a traditional diet, they would say like, oh, Leia, Britt, how do I make it plant-based and make it delicious?
Well, I'm going to share with you my favorite probably to start, because I don't know about you guys, but like cheese is a big thing.
Yeah.
So when I was going plant-based, I was like, how do I make nachos? Okay. I need the melty cheese, and most vegan cheeses don't melt, which is also very weird. And it's the easiest recipe in the entire planet. We're going to put it up, but the base of it is potatoes.
Potatoes are very versatile.
They really are versatile. And especially for sauces. I use potatoes a lot for making sauces.
Okay.
So,
now, to me, in my mind, I'm thinking it's going to be like mashed potato consistency.
No.
So how do you get it thin?
Yeah, it's very creamy. So obviously there's going to be some liquid, but we're using carrots, we're using potatoes, we'll use a bunch of different spices, and then we're going to thin it out with some water.
So we got a plant-based dip that can mimic the best nacho dip you've ever had. Pizza.
Pizza.
Pizza is like the nemesis of
So many people.
so many people.
Yep.
I am personally victimized by pizza all the time. But my husband, I think, has figured out like the best plant-based pizza ever.
What cheese does he use?
So interestingly enough, we use like wheel.
Yeah, the mozzarella wheel is really good.
That's the best one. And we use it very sparingly.
I was like, keep in mind with it is very high in saturated fat because it is coming from coconut oil. And again, we're not banning coconuts. We're not saying they're terrible. Yeah. But I would limit probably once a week with coconut oil just because that saturated fat is much higher.
Yeah. But the way he put this pizza together, okay, it is so good.
So many veggies.
So many veggies, and he chops them up really small. We get the kids involved. They do the chopping. It's very colorful, yellow peppers, orange, red, green, mushrooms. And we throw it all on the bread with the sauce, and then we just pull off the pieces, and you like get to play around with it, kind of mash it up, stick it on there. A little bit of parsley on the top. Sometimes we do pineapples. Sometimes we do...
I'm going to try not to hold that against you.
The pineapples?
Yeah.
I will fight you right now. Pineapples belong on pizza.
Pineapples belong in my mouth, but not on a pizza.
Agree to disagree. And sometimes we'll do like a vegan sausage. Slice that up or crumble that up and put it on top, and it is like
so good.
Chef's kiss. Oh my gosh, so good. We got one more recipe for the people.
We do. So I try and make things really easy for you guys. I'm going to put on, we're going to put up my favorite plant-based. They have sweet potato pancakes and waffles. They have whole grain pancakes and waffles. And we make these fairly often. And the one tip that I would give you is to, let's skip the butter on them, whether it's plant-based or otherwise. You can lower that fat content. Just use some really good organic maple syrup.
In place of butter? Or to flavor the pancake?
To flavor the pancake,
Okay.
yeah. Because most people want the sugar with their pancakes or waffles. Or you could top it with berries or something like that. But I've never been that person. I've always been like, can I have half a bottle of maple syrup on it? So, again, it takes 5 minutes. Super easy meal, even if you wanted to do it for dinner. Make those up, add some berries, use your maple syrup, and you're good to go. Well, we love you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in again. We'll have another episode coming up soon.